Hey guys, it's Melissa. So what does it mean to grow up in poverty? I grew up in like an urban community, so it was definitely poverty around. People don't know the impacts of trauma of poverty. When you grow up in a poverty community, it impacts you in so many ways. For me, it was like growing up seeing drug addicts, growing up seeing prostitution, growing up seeing domestic violence, growing up seeing neglect, growing up seeing trash all over your communities, growing up hearing about crazy type of killings and stuff like that, stabbings, like you name it. Growing up not having to be able to go outside. Let me tell you something. When you grow up in an environment that's filled with nothing but negativity, it does something to your spirit. It takes your soul. All you see is every day people walking around being depressed, being sad. I actually physically see people that's on drugs stuck. And this is witnessing with my own eyes. I'm like, oh my God. Like, and they're just like, and not to make fun of them, I'm not making fun of them. However, I'm like, this is what I'm seeing. And it's so sad because I see the confusion on the individual. And it's like, damn, like, it's so sad. And it's like, and everybody sees it and everybody just seems to be annoyed with these people. Like, oh, don't ask me for money or don't bother me. And half these people don't bother people. I'm not saying they do. I never had an encounter with anyone of these type of that I came across, whether it was a prostitute, whether it was a drug addict, whether it was a drug dealer, or whether it was something else. I personally never had an issue with any of these type of characters. However, they have played major roles in my life because I hear about not even I hear about it, but I hear about the kids that accidentally overdose in our communities. I hear about the kids who accidentally shoot themselves because a gun was left out negligent. I hear all types of stories in my community, in my home base. You know, I hear about the stabbing and stuff like that of domestic violence. You know, even when I was young as a little girl, I was probably like about 10 or 9. Somebody in my neighborhood, baby dad killed them. And they had a 5-year-old daughter. I couldn't sleep for like, you know, for months. Nobody could. What I'm saying is that when you live in an urban community, it takes something from you. Every day I wake up and I know for a fact I'm going to see prostitution. I know for a I mean, I may not always see drug dealers. And I know for a fact I'm going to see drug addicts. Those are the two type of characters I know I'm going to see. Oh, and I'm also going to see lots of homelessness that's asking for money. I know I'm going to see that. I done seen people shoot up right in front of me. And I'm like, what the hell? One time I was driving past Kensington and Lehigh, and when I'm driving past Kensington and Lehigh, it was this girl, and she went over across the street to shoot up her friend. And I'm like, I can't believe this is happening right before my eyes. Then one time I was walking in Center City, and I seen this guy just shooting up in like the sidewalk. And I'm like, is this really happening before my eyes? So these things are not something that's like in hidden secrets. But if you are in a Philadelphia community and you live in an urban community, this is what it's like every day. Oh, it's always fighting involved, always arguing, always drama. It's like, wow, like this is the type of community that we are raised in, and we're supposed to be completely normal with it. Oh, it's normal to see prostitution. They're just selling their asses. Oh, it's normal to see drug addicts. They just getting high. Like, this stuff is not normal. And it's not okay. And these are things that we see as kids at a very young age that our kids are being exposed to. And it's so sad. I mean, I'm not taking away anything from these people because clearly they need help. And I feel completely sad because it's like they impact me too. One time I was about to get on the train, October 17th. October 17th, I think it was 2018. I'm about to get on the train. No, 2017. It's already been a year. 1 year, 2017. I'm on the train, about to get on the train, and someone commits suicide who is battling with drug addictions. And sometimes it's hard for these individuals, and then their family don't want to be involved with them. Like, it's so sad, you know. And you have all these stories, and this is our life. This is what we see every day in urban communities, and then they expect us just to be okay with it. I never knew it was trauma in urban communities. I thought it was all normal. thought it was normal to see prostitution. I thought it was normal to see drug addicts. I thought it was normal to be in the dirty community. I thought all this stuff was like fine, you know, until I got older. And then I started to realize like this is not okay, you know. And it seemed like as I get older, like homelessness is increasing on a rise. And then even when I was younger, I dated this guy who was super cute, you know. And then fast forward 10 years later, I see him on drugs. You know, it affects all of us. We all know someone that's on drugs. They at one time wasn't on drugs, and then all of a sudden their life changed. So this is like something that needs to be discussed more, and something that needs to be taken into consideration, because people are getting killed out here. And not only that, we see it. I know me personally, I seen my own sister on drugs talking about she was seeing things. And I'm like, I was very, very young at this time. And I think she did something called what or something like that. And she was talking about, she was, I don't know what the hell, really don't know what she was seeing. However, I'm like, okay. But I was too young to understand what she was going through. But this impacts us all. Imagine every day waking up and seeing this. This does something to your spirit. Does something to your character. And then eventually you start to become numb to everything because you don't want to feel all that turmoil. You know, and that's not healthy either. Say hi to my cousin so that way if y'all see her feet or something like that. Hey. So, let me know your thoughts and stuff like that. If you have any thoughts about like growing up in urban communities, you know, if you ever experienced anything with domestic abuse or witnessed it, or drug violence, or you know, sexual inappropriateness, as in like prostitution, sex trafficking, like all that stuff. Like, you know, if you know, any drug addicts, you know. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you was raised. Maybe your background was completely different. Just want to know your thoughts, you know, what's going on. I just letting you know that that's definitely trauma related. All of those things I named are all trauma based, and it's hard to process all of that. So basically, if you're working through living in communities with traumatic experiences, trust me, I understand what that's like. And growing up in my community, it wasn't much options. No one even knew about college, you know, or that it's another option besides things. It was just like, go to trade school, become a medical assistant. But thank God it didn't. I mean, I wanted more for myself. So let me know your thoughts. What's going on? It's Melissa. Have a great day. Bye.